We have mapped the surface of the moon in more detail than the floor of our own ocean. Think about that. We can see craters on a rock 250,000 miles away, but the deepest parts of our own planet remain almost completely unknown, and these aren't scary stories made up to unsettle you. Every single one of them is real. Start with the pressure. As you descend into the deep ocean, the weight of the water above you grows with every meter. At extreme depth, that pressure becomes hundreds of times greater than at the surface, crushing, relentless, and strong enough to implode a steel submarine in an instant. Not slowly, not with warning, in the blink of an eye. In 1997, sensors positioned thousands of miles apart across the ocean all caught the same thing at once, one of the loudest sounds ever recorded underwater. It was so strange and so powerful that it was nicknamed the Bloop. For years, no one could explain it, and the theories grew wilder by the day. Eventually, it was traced to something almost stranger than the myths, a massive iceberg, cracking and splitting apart far away in the cold. But the deep hides more than sound. Beneath the surface lie underwater sinkholes, collapsed caverns that the ocean pours into with tremendous, silent force, entire holes in the seabed, swallowing water into darkness below. And not everything down there is natural. For decades after the Second World War, barrels of radioactive waste were dropped straight into the sea, dumped and forgotten. Many of those barrels are still down there right now, and today, they are slowly corroding open. We tell ourselves that the drowned always rise, that the sea gives them back, but at great depth, the truth is colder than that. Many never surface at all. They simply remain, held down in the dark. The life down there defies everything we know. Some deep-sea creatures can never be seen alive at the surface, because the change in pressure kills them on the way up. They exist only in a world we can barely reach, and resting on that same ocean floor are more than 3 million shipwrecks, sunken vessels from every century of human history. Most of them have never been explored, never touched, never seen. Then, there are the things we thought were legends. The giant squid is real, a creature longer than a city bus, with eyes the size of dinner plates, and yet, for all of human history, no one managed to film a living one until the year 2004. Deeper still, hydrothermal vents blast superheated water hotter than 400 degrees into the black, and impossibly, life doesn't just survive beside them, it thrives. And once, the ocean held something even larger. The megalodon, the biggest shark that ever lived, grew up to 18 meters long before it finally vanished from the earth. A predator the size of a bus, ruling seas we still barely understand. And after everything we've discovered, every dive, every map, every machine sent into the dark, we have still explored less than 5% of the ocean. 95% of it remains a mystery, a hidden world, sitting right beneath every single wave. Subscribe to Hidden Theory 7 for the truths hiding just below the surface.